Edge of Eternities is finally here. We're jumping in today into a play booster box opening. Let's get the rip going here. Just finished up with our Saturday pre-release. Got the chance to do 2 this weekend and really enjoyed it. Hopefully you got a chance to go out. Set so far, very, very initial impressions. Quite a bit of fun. But I say that probably about every set, so I have enjoyed it. I have enjoyed it. There's some cool cards, some interesting things to take a look at here. We will get this opened up. Slide this up. Here's your draft archetypes. This is cool. Look at that. Yeah, neat. All right, see ya. Full zoom. Let's rock and roll. Boosties here. Here we go. What are we hoping for? Yeah, whatever. Honestly, with these play booster box openings, I like to just grab the good stuff. Just stuff, you know? Just cards we could use. We're going to fly through the commons here. Get a quick look at the uncommons. Wow. Okay, first land here. Creeping Tar Pit. I played back, and this was originally released. And I love this land. It can't be blocked. And it's a 3/2 for 3. These things are sweet. I wasn't sure, to be honest. As I was kind of previewing the set, taking a look at it, I wasn't sure how much I was going to like the art on these. And they're pretty awesome. They're pretty awesome. I am not the biggest fan of this wording here and how they did that. But other than that, I really like the rest of it. So, all right, our first rare. Weapons manufacturing. I can talk today. Pretty interesting little card, token, foil. Throw these to the side over here. We'll keep track. I have seen some pretty insane boxes of this get opened with a ton of these land slot hits. So hopefully we can be in the same boat. That would be great. All right. I get my pile situated here. Lots of spacecraft. Wow, there we go. Listen, Shocklands. I'll take a box of all Shocklands. Honestly, I genuinely will. Very cool. Regular art, watery grave. Looking really, really nice. You got like this spaceship battle going on in the background. That's cool. And how about, I'm going to keep the lands separated here. How about that? We'll keep track, because I'm curious. Sir Von Dam. Sunstar Exemplar. Actually had this guy at one of my pre-release kits. Played white-black. That was a good decision. He is pretty good. Our friend, the Human Knight. Vigilance and Menace. And then whenever a creature you control dies or is put in exile, you put a 1/1 counter on it and gain a life. Yeah, that right there is pretty good just by itself. Pretty good. Obviously, lots to mess around with, lots to enjoy, check out. Got something back here. How about a Frenzied Ballot? This thing is actually really interesting. This creature, the spell can't be countered, it has trample and haste. Creature spells you control can't be countered, and combat damage can't be prevented. That seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. There's something pretty sweet behind this. How about a Mutavault foil? Wow. Yo, this is beautiful. That feels like a dang good hit, ladies and gents. I love the little spaceship. There's spaceships in all of them. I love it. I love it. They're always like frame breaking too. This card is stunning. This card is great, by the way. Very cool, very playable. And a foil one is so sick. Little foil land and our lander. Wow, okay. So 3 lands, three packs. 3 lands, 3 packs. I'm not mad. I am not mad. Survey, Scout, Specimen, Terra Pact, Intimidator. This card is sick too. Whoa! And our first mythic here, the Dominion Bracelet. Got a foil one of these. Probably the best card I opened in my 2 pre-release packs was a foil one of these. Very, very neat. I never got a chance. I tried very desperately to get the exile and control a turn. I got close, I think within 3 mana, but just couldn't quite get it done. But 2-drop equipment that equips for 1. It's pretty good. Pretty good. That is cool. I'm curious. It's decent mythic price, I think, from what I've seen initially. Obviously, that's not even out officially yet. By the time you're seeing this, official release is Friday. Some spacecraft. This might seems interesting. The Trooper, really like this. How about Diadrine Synthesis Amalgam? This thing is interesting too. Ooh, and a foil Edge Rover. Look at this guy. Very cool. The Mutavault is... it's just staring at me. That is a beautiful card. I am a collector at heart. I love Limited. I love playing Magic, but I am a collector at heart, and so ripping some cool arts on some cards and some foils. Wow, and a Mana Confluence. We are hitting these. That's our 3rd one already. They can't be this common. This is a beautiful card too, except for the fact that like the world's on fire. But I get it, because it's all mana, right? So you have your swamp, your island, your I don't know, where's the forest part of this? Forest. That's cool. I don't see a plains part either. This is a great hit. That's fantastic. I can't believe I've hit 3 of these already. Memorial Vault. How about a Night Luminary? Again, I have seen some pretty insane boxes for some of these lands hits, so I'm not mad. I'm not mad if they make a bunch of these lands more accessible in some cool arts. I am perfectly happy with that. Shocklands coming back, I think, is a great thing. Everybody can use some Shocklands. Yo, the Hive Pool. This is probably one of the best rares to hit. I don't have a Slivers deck, but if I did, Slivers you control have double strike and haste, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you make 2 of them. Like, this is just that good, right? Like, I'm gonna have to keep one of these and put it in my binder in case I ever make a Slivers deck. Ooh, the Ceramia? Why does this look really dark? Does this look really dark to anybody? Story Spotlight. Rare. This is cool. I like what it does. Helps you search for a legendary creature card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and then they have indestructible if they're tapped. That's pretty sweet. Rootguard Elite. Ooh, our first full art. These seem to be pretty rare, which is, I don't know, maybe a little upsetting because they're beautiful lands. Beautiful lands. Wow. Okay, this is one of the big ones. This is the brother to Gaia's Cradle. It enters tapped. You add 1. You station it to 12. Add 1 green for each creature you control. That is an amazing hit. It looks really cool too. They did the planets really, really well. That's sick. Nice mythic hits. Good hits in this box so far. I am very pleased with the front third of this. We have 2 packs to go still. And we're pulling some heat. I do want Mr. Tezzeret. I believe it is. That's going to fit very nicely in my artifact deck. I would love one of those. Ooh, Starfield Vocalist. This is another good one. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of permanent you control to trigger, that triggers an additional time. And you can warp it in for 2. Everybody loves that. Foilies. foilies. All right, last pack of the first row, the first third. Pretty dang good, I would say. I want to say we hit another land. I think we did. That'll be crazy. The saw ship, look at this thing. It only stations for 3, which it needs to. That's a 6/5 because it drops for 6. Oh, maybe not. Whoa, yo. I'm not even gonna try. He's an Osteoharmonist. Turn target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's a skeleton in addition to its other types and has no abilities. This guy is sick, and this art, sorry. This human wizard is amazing. I love the art on this. Look at the freaking, I don't know, whatever supernova or planet or whatever you got going on in the background. That is awesome. That is so cool. Whoa! And our first foily rare. Hell yeah. I had this as a pre-release card as well. Quite good. Pretty dang good. Hey, that was a good first third. I am not upset by that in the slightest. Very sweet. Synthesizer lab ship. Oh, that's cool. And it drops for 1. That seems kind of wild. Station for 2. You're making things. That's really cool. Terminating worm. There is some cool spacecraft. That's one of them. We're bombarding. Station monitor. Love that card. There you go. Secluded Starforge. Add a colorless, pay 2, tap X, untapped artifacts control, given target creature +X/+0. Either as a sorcery or make a 2/2 robot. That's cool. Yo, foil Eternity Elevator, our second foil rare. This looks really good in foil, by the way. My lighting's probably not doing it justice, but it's really clean, the silver parts of it. That looks cool. It's an interesting one. I guess a good way to add a whole lot of mana. But for 5, you're making 3. I don't know. There are better rates out there, but I guess if you can station it quickly, you can make a whole lot of mana. That doesn't seem so bad. We have the Sunstar Chaplain. Let's put counters on things. Very cool. System override. A land. And the token. The Hilderblade. Moonlight Meditation. Enchant artifact or creature you control. First time you create 1 or more tokens each turn, you may instead create that many tokens that are copies of enchanted permanent. That's pretty cool. I love the art on it. Look at it. The moons and everything we got going on. It's whatever. Moons or whatever. There's an island. Another full art. Again, very rare. Those are very rare in play boosters. I think, I don't know. I'm actually kind of okay with that. I want people to have them because I think they are amazing. At the same time, I feel like, and I've always felt like, full art lands should be a little special, you know? Should be a little special. Space-time anomaly. Target player mills cards equal to your life total. Okay. My mill friends out there. I don't know. Do you usually play white-blue for mill, though? Like, I don't know. Maybe you do. Blue for sure. That's something crazy back there. I'm not trying to spoil this, I promise. There's an arch enemy's charm. This is an interesting one. 3 black, choose one. Exile, return, or put 2/1 counters, and lifelink. All right, what is this? How about a power depot? Another foil one of these. Wow. This is really sweet looking too. This is giving me Star Wars vibes right here. Which is, I mean, you can't say that's not the inspiration for this. This thing kind of looks like an X-Wing down here. We're blowing holes in planet-sized battleships. I mean, come on. That is cool. That is really cool. I'm honestly really shocked that we're hitting these with such consistency. I feel like we're getting pretty lucky. We've gotten 3 of those already. 2 of them foil. Power Depot. That is a sick art. That is really sick. I like space. If you like space, you're gonna like this set. I like space. Ice Till Explorer, very cool. I like this guy. Playing extra lands, playing lands from graveyard. Whenever a land you control enters, you mill a card. That seems pretty good. That's definitely could probably shift into the good pile. It's not crazy expensive. It is just a rare, which I think is good. Landfall deck. Getting a new card, I have a feeling. And I do have a landfall deck, yes. For those wondering, I like this one. I like the vote out. Here is Chocobo Racetrack. Just, I don't know, maybe not as good, but still interesting. Ooh, the Entropic Battle Cruiser. I had this as my first pre-release. One of my only spacecraft I played, and this thing was very good. Get this stationed up. Ripping cards. Ooh, a foil. Oh, these are really cool. I love full art lands. Okay, I really do. Genuinely, I really do. Close encounter. Desculpting Blast. Weft Waking. All right, third mythic. Yeah, I'm sorry. When it enters, if you cast it, shuffle your hand and graveyard, draw 7 cards. First spell each player casts during each of their turns be cast without paying its mana cost. This is pretty interesting. I'm curious to see if anybody runs like a enchantment heavy deck. Is this something you're considering? I think it's less good. It's obviously not as good as Omniscience and some of those other things, just because it's each player. But if you have a way to like make use of this and do some silly stuff, that seems pretty cool. I'm curious. I don't have an enchantment-focused commander deck specifically, so I am curious. It seems interesting. And I am losing my piles here. Sorry about that. I love Gravkill. Really cool looking. Really like the art on it. Base of Maneuvers seems pretty good. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, put target creature card from defending player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, tapped and attacking. Beginning of your end step, sacrifice this aura unless a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped. Seems interesting. It seems like this is I mean, you can get in some pretty interesting damage. It seems like a hefty cost, but obviously the ability is pretty cool. Century and a mount. Very nice. All right, that was the middle third. Let's get into the last third here. Thanks for chilling. We probably have gonna do a little bundle. Probably get that up on Friday. So if you're interested in taking a look at that, in terms of openings, and then every Wednesday we do openings. We're going to be jumping into a couple collector boosters of this coming up here in the next couple of weeks. Bioengineered future. Make some landers. Very cool. So, stick around. I'm going to be ripping those literally right after this. Probably. Maybe. And then we'll be posting. Stay tuned. Okay. Unravel. I think we got another land. Elemental. Delicacy. What's this one? Endless Sands. Little desert action. That's cool. That's cool. Ooh. The Aurora Borid? I think I'm saying that right. Plant worm for 4. Beginning of your combat on your turn. X1/1 counters, and each creature you control with X is this creature's power. Beginning of combat too is very good. You're getting some value out of this thing just by playing it. This seems really sweet. I really love the art too. I don't know if it's like I don't know, snake tentacle plant vine thing. Very cool. Mountain. I think our 4th mythic. Not bad. Hopefully we can sneak in one more, maybe. Mr. Tezzeret would be great. I would love to see it. Diplomatic Relations. Our day 0 adjusted errated card. Errated. Anna. The Acolyte. Draw a card, lose a life. That's never bad. Kanazoa. Curious to see how that card's gonna play out in limited. The ability to warp. You're warping and you're putting stun counters on things, but it drops for 6. It is a 5/5 though, so, and it is an artifact. Heavy artifact theme in this set. Those that haven't had a chance to play or scope out all the cards. There it is. Another land. Breeding pool, very cool. Beautiful. Really, really awesome job on the art. Ooh. Ah, my friend, the Ragost. Deft a gastronaut, a lobster citizen, ladies and gentlemen. He's making everything foods, and he is eating them up. And then he's throwing the food at you for 3 damage. It's either gain 3 life, throw for 3, or do both and stuff. Very, very interesting. Some folks are gonna have some fun building a legendary creature lobster citizen food deck, I have a feeling. And I don't blame them. I do not blame them at all. If you do. There's our saw ship. On Strike Vanguard. Mutinous Massacre. Full art. This is cool. Odd or even destroy mana value of the chosen quality? Shouldn't it be quantity? Quality, I guess? Sure. They gain control of all creatures. They gain haste. And to attack. It's a board wipe into a punch you in the face, and man, this one does look cool. Okay, just a couple packs here to go. Again, thanks for chilling. Hope you're enjoying some cool hits. Really cool hits. I think I'm most jazzed about the foily Mutavault. I really like that. But Man of Confluence is a great hit. Ah, little Code Cracker Hound, little dog friend, little Edge Rover. That guy's going full bore. Ah, all right. Another Guided by Light. Sir Von Dam. Titan. Predator. Titan. Spree Field Crusher. And a biotech specialist. I like this thing. Making some landers. Landers are really cool. Ooh. Command bridge. Little foily. I like that this is tap any untap permanent. It's kind of cool. Something a little different. So obviously, you can tap another land, or you can tap a lander, or you can tap, you know, in equipment. You can tap your nutrient block here, which I think is just a great flavor W. So funny. Scour for scrap. Memorial Vault. We're sacrificing artifacts. Sentinel. And a forest. I feel like we got a lot of forest. Then we get the foil forest. 2 packs to go here. Closing this out. Again, if you like space, you're going to like this set. If you like artifacts, I think you're going to like this set. I am very excited to jump in, get some drafts going. Get some more sealed going. Get a Stirring Wildwoods going. Very cool. We did really... Oh, I don't know. Look at... Hold on. A little bit of... Is this just like dust? Yes, it is. Factory dust. Factory paper dust. Stirring Wildwood. Very cool. They did a really good job on the arts. I'm liking these. Liking these a whole lot. Another cool hit there. And then a Beyond the Quiet. How about a little board wipe action? Spacecraft and creatures, and it's an exile effect. Very interesting. Yeah, I feel like we did good. I feel like, I don't know, that's quite a few of these land hits. I'm not mad about it. Last pack. Caveron Memorial World. Now the blue and the green one are the 2 you want to hit here. What does this one do? Pay 2 tap, sacrifice a land, create a 2/2 robot. Then creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. That's kind of cool. It looks sweet, by the way. It looks sweet. There's another little mythic hit. And we'll finish up with Foily and a Foily action here. All right, quick look. I could run through the rares. We'll run through the hits and the mythics, and then we'll take another quick look at our lands. Let's see what we got. These out of here. Pretty good on mythics. I think, what, 5 total? This guy, gal? I think it's a gal. I don't know. Sorry. Human Wizard. Love the art. Very cool. Again, Vocalist, I think, going to be one of the better rares. This. Very good. Very good mythic hit. Hive Pool. Another very desirable card. The Bracelet. And that's it. All right, take a quick gander at these. Again, really gonna enjoy. I'm gonna enjoy the art of this set. Wildwood, Breeding Pool action, Endless Sands, the foil Power Depot. The Star Wars card. Mana Confluence. Very cool. Great hit. This is awesome. Very good land. I love this. This is my favorite out of everything we hit today. This thing is beautiful. It really is. I love it. Just looks good, man. Looks really good foil. Watery Grave. And finish it off. The Creeping Tar Pit. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so very much for checking this out. Again, we do these every Wednesday. We're going to be doing some collector boosters here very, very soon on the channel. And probably this Friday, popping up a little bundle action as well. So consider subscribing if you enjoyed. Thank you so very much again for all of that. We do appreciate it. We're on the road to 2,000 subs. If you enjoy openings, we have a massive playlist of them. Did a whole bunch of Final Fantasy and basically every other set leading up to that. So be sure to check that out. We continue to add to it as well. We do a whole bunch of limited drafts and sealed over on MTG Arena and post that throughout the week. So be sure to check all of that out. There's a playlist for that as well. With that, we'll close it out. We'll say thanks, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.